Hi, hello, and welcome back to Valhalla. We are about to begin day 3, and I have no idea what the hell is going to be in store for us. It seems like the mornings are weirder than the evenings, so let's get right into it and find out what the hell is going to happen today. Thursday, December 15th, huh? Alright, making our way through the week. Evening, you know it's the start of a day with a good old evening. Oh, hi there. Who the hell are you? And you're very cute, but who the fuck are you?
I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing.
Alma?
Oh, Leonidas.
Jillian.
Marcello.
I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along.
Hope you don't mind.
Sure, make yourself at home. Where's the boss? She didn't put on the helmet again, did she? She went out for a bit. Don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare.
Right, thanks.
Okay, who the fuck are you? And what? Are we changing these every day? Every half a day? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll change these every half a day. All systems go. Where do I come from here? I don't think any of these are... Ooh, dusk. I don't think any of these are going to be bad choices. Base of the Titans. Follow the trail. That's very loud. Remix. Remix. Oh, shit. I didn't know I had remixes here. Showtime. Underground Club. Alternate reality assignment. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. We're right into it. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Because that's what bartenders do. We change lives. For sure, that's one of the things. Alma, do we know you? Like, are you a person that that has been mentioned at all? I don't know.
What was that?
Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. Kinda stuck.
I went to school that made us stand up with our hands at our backs when someone came in. The habit didn't rub off until high school or so.
Yeah, kinda sucks. Oh, yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh, yeah, look at this.
A glass with a signature to I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe.
That Kira Miki girl came in here yesterday before her concert, actually.
Oh yeah, now I see her name here.
You don't seem very surprised.
I like B-Link more, actually.
The stoic-looking duo, right?
Yep, those. Seems you have had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien.
I see. Want a drink?
You don't seem very surprised.
Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like that guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting.
You could pretend to be more interested, you know?
Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product.
Speaking of buying, do you want a frame?
A frame?
Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss, the ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that.
Is that true? What do you care? How the hell do you find that out? So it is true. Shut up.
I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like the one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it.
You?
Hey, make me a bad touch before we keep arguing.
Sure. Alma wants a bad touch. Okay, we can do that. Bad touch, huh? What? So she's just hacked into my phone? I do have a really creepy relationship with my boss. Not gonna lie on that one. It's a little weird. A bad touch, huh? Bad touch is easy. 2 Bronson, you got it. 2 Powder, you got it. 2 Flanders, word. On the rocks and mixed. And 4 of these bad boys, huh? Bad touch. There you go. I'm getting fast at that. Here you go.
Who gives these drinks their silly names?
Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor.
Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name?
Yeah. So, who's Damien again?
The one with a nice car.
Sure, he's the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye.
Yeah, he's the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye.
That was her, sorry. And what was wrong with him?
Turns out he was a LARPer.
LARP?
Live-action role-playing.
Sounds more like a nickname of some heavy-handed writer or military organization. What did he roleplay as?
Have you heard of the Woodstock Fairs?
Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in mud, and fuck in the open?
Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's just something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that...
You see? That's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're just still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest-lasting relationships for things like those?
Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever. I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else?
Last night.
Your cat does not count.
A year ago. It was messy.
See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Fuckboy over there into the closet ages ago.
Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities.
Yes, but don't you miss having warmth of someone else on your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off knowing that they're watching you, protecting you. Jill?
Anything I can make you to shut up and drink?
I'll have you know that my Uncle Dwan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, get me something weird, would you?
Ventriloquism. That'll come in handy. Weird. A weird drink.
Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon.
Well, let's see. A weird drink, huh? Promo fits that bill easily. Promo. Promo drinks. Alright, what's weird? What's the weirdest one here? I know how to make a Piano Man's probably one of the most expensive ones. I want to make some money. Let's do Piano Man. Because that's... I'm thinking about the long run, and I need all the money I can get so I can keep buying things to make Jill pay attention at work. Because apparently she's very money-oriented. So we'll do that. We'll do this. 3 of these bad boys. And I don't think, on the rocks and mixed, I don't think she wants anything, like, extra with that. So we should be good with that. Here.
Yeah, this fits the bill.
It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read. They leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise.
Oh.
You know, your orders are weird today.
They are?
Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brandtini and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar.
Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know?
Something tells me part of the reason you left Damien is because he was too deep into routine.
Maybe.
Hey, speaking of, as a hacker, what are your opinions on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? Yeah, the thing I've been reading about that fucking creeps me out every time I look at it. The silence of somebody who's just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they just prepared on occasion like this.
As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember that it's just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is just a local conclusion of that. It's what happens when an idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. And it's no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything and anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet that the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must.
So you don't think such a person exists?
Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also muddled overall. There's something else that worries me, though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's all thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing.
I see.
But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand.
There is? Like what?
Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long.
Oh, that.
Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable?
No,
At this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll crash there for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know you need some human warmth in that place.
Alma, your flirtatiousness is commendable, but I don't think Jill cares. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom.
Man, you react so nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second.
I refuse.
In all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls.
Not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early.
The earliest I've asked you to hang out is 10 a.m., you know.
That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out. I just don't want to wake up that early.
You are hopeless. Anyway, we're gonna need another drink here. Like, say, a big brandini.
Finally. That's the Alma I know. Big brandini. A big brandini. I can do that. Can you make brantinis big? Thought they had too much stuff in them.
How do I make it big?
I thought... I can't make a brandini big, can I? By doubling the ingredients? Oh, as long as it's under 5. So I don't have to double that. I double this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then double that. And that should be a big one. Aged and mixed. Will that work? What the fuck is that? That's not Dream. What the hell is that? That's not a brandini at all. Well, that's not a brandini, so I guess we reset it. Flip Dream is not what I wanted to make. Can I double this then? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you can't. Well, I didn't know that. Okay. I made a new drink though. So there's that. That's pretty neat. So this should be aged, right? Aged and mixed, yeah. So this should be a big brandini. Okay, yep, there it is. There we go. Here.
You know, brandini is such a weird name.
It was originally supposed to replicate the martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So, on a weird whim, they changed the name.
I see.
You know, I was wondering.
Yeah?
Don't you worry about the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide?
Not really.
You don't?
Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk?
Not really, most of the time.
Well, neither do I.
Why should you? Do you get people drunk?
Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's besides the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing.
You make your job sound so easy.
Once you understand the precautions to take, it's not a problem, and I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contacts are consultory-based gigs. It's not like an every day. Every day's a thrill.
Do you meet your client, or...?
I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters.
For security reasons, right?
Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time.
It's her. Oh, she's got a cybernetic arm too. That's sweet. I like Alma a lot. She's cute. I like her. She's good. She's also an interesting character. All the characters have been pretty interesting so far, so I'm intrigued to get to the bottom of this.
I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of those reasons, but a few times I've shown myself. They weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, give them what they expect to see, or just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions?
Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about a hacking business too.
Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya.
Oh, Alma. Alma's great. Take care. I don't like where this is going, but man, the mornings are weird here. Hello, sugar. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Oh, it was Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to sing, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms.
I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber.
They're hard as fuck, and that's all my abdomen felt.
Do you normally greet people that way?
I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry. You're safe. You're flatter than the field. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. A bit of advice. You shouldn't provoke the ones serving your drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. I'm just not part of it. Today, I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. Mr. Donovan wants the usual. 3 days. He already has a usual drink. Okay, big old beer. Big old beer coming up. Big old beer. Big beer is easy to make. Big beer is really easy to make. And I've gotten really good at making big beer, let me tell you. And he's just having one, so I don't think there's a reason to get him all boozed up, but, you know, he likes the beer. It's fine. All mixed. Good. Big beer, right? There it is. I wonder what he's got to say today, because I haven't seen Donovan in a minute. I wonder if he's going to talk about the crazy woman. What was her name? She's insane. I don't care. She'll be back to call me a murderer and a rapist later, but we'll deal with that when it comes. The usual. Sure, this'll work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple weeks. So I was working on a Clinch exclusive interview. Did you succeed? The hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result's what matters. I see. What blackmail? You'd be surprised at any kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, signature on that glass over there. Oh yeah. That big-titted Lilum was in here? She came in yesterday before the concert, yeah. And she did indeed have big tits, so you're really perceptive there. Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip-worthy? No. Tabloid-worthy? Nope. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her or that you didn't know already. Fine. Say, are many of your interns women, Donovan? All of my interns are women, kid. Every single one of them. The pack of hungry, desperate bitches. Why only women? Did you ever watch Ace for Hope? The movie? Yeah. A movie about journalists looking for clues regarding a murder. That tacky movie had everything. Romance, action, a dog with sunglasses. It also sold the weird, fantastical image of what journalism is. I'm guessing lots of girls we saw in high school and wanted to become journalists. And now, I have to deal with that shit. How can you be so sure? My first brother-in-law was a doctor. He said that a couple years ago, after the Emergency Heart movie, all of his interns were women for a long time. All this is why you don't let brats that barely understand what responsibilities are pick a career. Oh, okay. Do you perhaps know a girl named Kimberly? That's her name. Kimberly Va-11. Doesn't ring a bell. Who is she? Oh, nobody. Forgot I said anything. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share your information when you wouldn't share your scoop on a singer? How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of the group called the Harbingers? Not really, no. They're some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece, and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. That they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? Alright, kid. Give me a Bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Okay. He wants a Bleeding Jane. That's a change of pace. Can I make a Bleeding Jane? I sure can. Does he want it big? I assume he wants it big, right? Let's make it big. Every one of his drinks need to be big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these. All blended. That's it? Just blended, right? Let's hope this is right. Bleeding Jane. I've done it. Okay. I don't know what Donovan's game is right now, but
I'm very confused on what his actual endgame is on this one. Because he probably knows who I'm talking about, but he refuses to tell me. And why does he keep coming back in here for scoops and shit? Like, what? Is home life okay, Donovan? Are you doing alright, bud? Here. Simple enough for you, I see. You can insult me more, I guess. So I've heard this Dana Zane's bar, is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after the incident with the bears. Where is she? Well, she's out running bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored. What can I say? Do you know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had a prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggested that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again? Alright. Yeah. So Donovan, so we're starting to get more of the boss's story. Donovan, none of them are connecting in any way. I'm like making a board of Glitch City and just tying string to random shit, and none of it's gonna make sense until the end, but you know. Hey! That was a pretty good day. That was a pretty quick day, quick and easy. That's how I like it. Got introduced to Alma. Alma's great. Donovan's still a prick. He's a sexist pig, and he believes that anytime women watch anything, they just go to that thing in force. So, I mean, I guess it did happen after Grey's Anatomy. The influx of nursing in general was probably pretty high, but that's neither here nor there. All right, let's save it, and I think that'll do it for today. I think we've made excellent progress yet again, and we're serving drinks and slinging them like the best of them. I don't know if I'm unlocking anything or if I'm doing the right decisions, like I've said before, but I'm having a good time with this. It's just flowing through it, just really, really getting into it. It's pretty straightforward game so far. It hasn't thrown any loops my way. I'm just hoping I'm making the best drinks that I can for the people that come in. And I'm hoping some of these characters are actual characters, or I've ran into them already and I'm just not sure. But that's fine as well. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Valhalla. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.